Wolf.
Certainly is. Evan Perez, good reporting. Thank you very much. Let's get some more on all of this with Congressman Ted Lieu of California. He's a Democrat on the Judiciary and Foreign Affairs Committees. Congressman, thanks very much for joining us.
Thank you, Wolf.
All right, so how significant is it, the reporting we just heard, that President Trump's personal attorneys are going to be meeting with Robert Mueller and his team maybe as early as next week?
I think it is significant. It shows that Robert Mueller is getting closer to what may or may not happen with the President of the United States. But keep in mind, Robert Mueller would not have entered into a plea deal with Michael Flynn to get people under Michael Flynn. He entered into that plea deal of a single charge to go after people above Michael Flynn. There's only a handful of those folks, including the president.
Well, are you, speaking of the president, are you surprised, based on our reporting, that Robert Mueller and his team have not asked for a sit-down, for an interview with the president?
They may ask at that meeting. We don't know what that meeting will be about, but I think it's significant that they now want to talk to the president's own lawyers.
Yesterday, here in the Situation Room, Adam Schiff, the top Democrat on the Intelligence Committee, a man you know, also from California, he told me he is very worried that Republicans are now trying to end the entire House Intelligence Committee investigation, that they may try to end the Special Counsel's investigation as well. Do you believe those concerns of his are valid?
I do. Now, keep in mind, Congress cannot end the Special Counsel investigation. The FBI decides to end that. So even if Special Counsel Mueller was removed, the FBI continues the investigation. Deputy Attorney General Rosenstein would take over, and then a new Special Counsel will be appointed. But the FBI keeps on going until the FBI decides to shut down. There's no indication that that's going to happen anytime soon.
So what's your biggest concern right now?
My biggest concern is that the president tries to do what Richard Nixon did, a Saturday Night Massacre, where he tries to fire multiple officials in the Department of Justice who are investigating him. I hope he doesn't do that.
He'd have to fire Rod Rosenstein if Rosenstein doesn't do what he wants, get rid of the Mueller investigation. He's the Deputy Attorney General that oversees that investigation.
That's correct. And Rod Rosenstein testified this week before the House Judiciary Committee. He said there was no cause to fire Robert Mueller. And then under oath, he said every action Robert Mueller took had legal and factual basis. And keep in mind, Robert Mueller is a Vietnam veteran, Bronze Star, Purple Heart. He is a man of integrity. And
he was 12 years the FBI director, nominated by a Republican and a Democratic president, spent 12 years as the head of the FBI. Congressman Schiff, man you know, once again, he said there are very credible allegations, he told me this yesterday, of Russian money laundering through the Trump organizations, and that Republicans in the House are blocking their committee from subpoenaing those bank records. What do you make of that?
I think that's unfortunate. I think Republicans need to let the facts come forward. They should not be afraid of what the documents are going to show. And I don't even see how they could shut down this investigation when they don't have all the facts. We don't know what Michael Flynn is going to say when he cooperates with the Special Counsel. The intelligence committees need to at least know what that cooperation is, what Michael Flynn says. They can't shut down their committee before they get that information.
You believe there is evidence of collusion between the Trump campaign and Russia?
Oh, absolutely. We already know that lower-level individuals like George Papadopoulos attempted to collude. We know that Donald Trump Jr. attempted to get dirt on Hillary Clinton. The only question is how high up did this go and who knew about it above Michael Flynn?
What do you think?
I think Jared Kushner is in trouble. There's reporting today that he is looking at hiring a crisis public relations firm. You only do that if you think a crisis is about to hit you.
Yeah, well, he's got a good lawyer. Abby Lowell is a well-known criminal defense attorney, white-collar, here in Washington. The Attorney General, Jeff Sessions, he was asked today about the idea of appointing a special second counsel. He defended the transparency of the Justice Department in light of all the concerns raised by a bunch of critics out there, and you know them well. And then he said this. This is the Attorney General, Jeff Sessions.
We intend to monitor our people to maintain high standards. But I got to tell you, sometimes things that might appear to be bad in the press have more innocent explanations. And so fairness and justice is also, should also be provided to our personnel.
You confident that the Attorney General will allow the Special Counsel's investigation to unfold free of any outside pressure?
On the Russia investigation, Attorney General Sessions is recused. So it's really the FBI Director, Special Counsel Mueller, and Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein. With other investigations, I do believe Attorney General Sessions can be impartial in other criminal investigations, yes.
We got to take a quick break. Congressman, stand by. We have